ready to start?
Yes. We can start. We can start.
Yes, I will start. Okay. Really, it's a continuation from our conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
And if I remember, we were talking very much about the younger generation and the effects of the younger generation not having the information about their culture, which I was saying to you, I think that is why they are lost. And I think you mentioned that the importance of reclaiming that information for ourselves, that would be a good starting point.
Yes. Yes, I think that it is true that the generation of today doesn't have any kind of real information about our culture because of many things. The education, the formal education, for example, at first, is the thing that we have to look for, so that they know where they are coming from, what fathers have done, and in what kind of situation we are right now. Because the world is going on with some new problems beside other problems that we had to face in the past, And our generation was lucky enough to know about that because of the situation of the past. Like we were students, and like we are working right now and thinking about how pleasant. So we are asking ourselves, what can we do that the new generation, which has to deal with some kind of new problems, had to find out solution for these problems according to the background of history they should have. For example, our countries were colonized from sometimes Christian rules or Islamic religion, and the European colonization, and they tried to make some kind of terra incognita of our history. And we have to deal with this kind of colonizations from both sides, and it is not very evident for everybody to know exactly what it's about, what it's about.
Do you think it's less evident for the younger generation than it is for us, which is part of the big problem?
Yes. Because we are living in a kind of new globalization in which cultures are going through the internet, through the films, through the movies, and we get affected by that. And if you don't know where we are staying, we will not be able to face this kind of new problems that are coming from the outside of Africa, for example. You see? That we have to deal with education. We have to deal, and when I'm talking about education, I don't mean education in the formal way.
Not the curriculum.
Not the curriculum, not the schools and the university, but the education in the whole society, because our societies are getting involved in those kind of new things. They didn't understand all the time. That's why it is a very big challenge for us to make sure that we know exactly where we are staying, and our kids, the new generation, has to know exactly where how things are going on and where we are supposed to. For example, you take this kind of young people who try in a very difficult way to join Europe in the hope they find out something better than at home. To make them sure that the people who are there, they are supposed to find out there, or the situation which they have to deal with, not very easy.
So why do you think they would want to prefer Europe to their home? Is it because of
Because-
how
because-
Africa is presented, why they might feel they
Yes,
want
because for them,
Europe's more attractive?
yes, because for them is Africa a lost country, a lost continent. You know, they don't have any kind of hope
Yeah,
of being someone
yeah, yeah,
at home
yes,
because of the education is defect.
Yeah.
Education didn't have fulfilled the dream they
Yeah.
get
yeah,
into because of going to school, going to university.
yes,
Maybe they can have some kind of degrees
yeah,
at the university and then they don't have a job. You
Yeah.
see, and instead of staying home and waiting for something
Yeah.
which will not come,
yes,
they say to themselves,
yeah,
if you try to get it in Europe, maybe we can find a solution.
yes.
But there is no solution because
No.
these countries face problems too.
The same problem, and sometimes more problems.
Yes, yes,
yes,
because these countries are dealing with some different problems, sure, but they are dealing with problems.
Yes.
With not having job, not
Yeah.
having what they are supposed to have
Yeah.
in their life, you know.
Well, England has a very high unemployment,
Yes.
which is getting
Yes,
worse.
Yes, and if you look at the financial crisis of nowadays,
Yeah,
nobody knows
yeah,
where the world is going.
Yeah.
You know, every country try to find out a solution
yeah,
in terms of local solution
yes,
and not thinking about global solution. You
Yeah.
know, and those countries like our countries,
yeah,
which are known as undeveloped countries,
yes,
you know, they have more problems
Yes.
to solve,
yeah,
and they can wait for some kind of help which they become
yes,
in the past, and with this kind of help they just get a real solution to
Yeah.
the problems. You see?
So do you think that popular culture, which kind of puts across
Yeah.
you can get rich very quick
Yeah.
mentality, if you become a celebrity, you can like jump from there to there, has also caused a big problem in terms of the psyche of the youngsters, because they don't seem to think, get your education, work hard to achieve something.
Yes.
We live in a very
You know, it's
celebrity-led
Yes, it's a
culture.
problem of values.
Exactly, that's what I was trying to
Because the values right now are not the values of coming from education.
Yeah,
Because education have fault. You know?
yeah,
You go to the university, you get a degree, and you don't have a job.
yeah. Been
You
there.
see, in the popular culture, I mean popular
Yeah.
culture, I mean popular way of thinking.
Right, yes.
Some people say, look at the football player,
Yeah,
they can get a lot of money.
yes,
One side, you
yeah.
know, or in the music scene,
Hip-hop
you know,
culture
hip-hop
and such,
culture,
yeah.
you know, that is popular culture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the way they do it
Yes,
is just a way of selecting some from the best
yes,
who
yes.
can get it,
Yeah.
who can get money very
And the
quickly.
black ones who actually achieve
Yes.
are in the hip-hop culture,
Yes.
in the
And they say,
negative concept
they say,
presented.
look, this guy was yesterday with me, and
Yeah.
today he's a star
Yeah.
in football, he's
Yeah.
a star in basketball.
Yeah.
He's playing in NBA,
Yeah.
playing in Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah,
some kind of club,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So that they say, what does it mean to get lost in the school, to get lost at the university,
Yeah.
to bring so many years
Yes.
trying to find out some knowledge
Yeah.
to get someone, to be someone, you know.
Can't compete really.
Yes, you can compare it. I can compare myself as a
Yeah.
professor at the
Yeah.
university
Yeah.
with some kind of football player
Yeah.
who can buy my job
Yeah.
10 times.
10 times over.
Or
Yeah. Yeah.
100 times. You see.
Yeah.
So the popular culture has to deal with some kind of way of thinking, of way of seeing the world today.
Yes.
You know, but at the same time, they can search for and try to find out solution in this area of popular culture. Because popular culture is a culture which has its roots in the society, you know, because everybody has to put on something.
Yes.
You know, everybody has to try to help getting some kind of knowledge of position in the society.
And popular culture is not actually governed by us.
No.
Anywhere.
No. Because of the market, because of the role of the money in our societies.
Which is why the black identity is big money, as presented in popular culture. But big damage, gross damage,
Definitely.
to the younger generation.
Yes.
And has globalization, would you say that's helped this or not?
I don't think that the way the globalization works, I don't think that it will help to find out the real solution. Because of globalization right now, we are facing is some kind of globalization which doesn't take care of our problem. You know, globalization is a kind of having changes over the head of the land, of the countries. You see, because globalization in the field of culture, globalization in the field of economy, globalization in the field of politics, globalization in some kind of framework for some elite.
Yes, elite,
You know?
definitely,
Yes, those who can understand it, who can deal with it, and those who are definitively the loser.
Yes.
And the main people in those countries, like our countries, are the losers.
I would definitely agree with that.
Because they just have an access which is allowed by those who are sitting on the top. And this minority of people from our countries, they can take care of the globalization, they can profit from the globalization. And the main part of the population in these countries, they will stay the loser of the globalization.
So I know this is a contentious question. Would you say possibly that globalization, as we're discussing it now, could be another form or another construct of colonialism?
Yes, definitely it is. Because we have to understand globalization to deconstruct the globalization. And to understand the globalization means that we have to face our problems with the possibilities we have, not the possibilities we hope to get from the others. You know, for example, how to get to water. Using the technology of our century, which can be provided and given to everybody. Or for the farmers who had cash crop things, you know, they need money because they want to buy something. You know? Or you say that with the globalization, like it is right now, the government has to discuss with those who have the technology, the know-how, to give it to us, but in a kind of partnership. You know, a very fair partnership. Not a partnership which is on the advantage of the others and the disadvantage of us. But a partnership in a fair way.
But that doesn't work with the globalized model.
No, because this kind of globalization we know, because we have globalization at every time in the past.
I remember you saying
this
yesterday.
This form is a very new form of globalization, because the people didn't need to go to those countries to take from them. They just sit down on the computer.
Fair point.
It is like the financial transfers. Every second. You know, you have billion of money
Yeah.
was circulating around the world,
Yeah.
like this financial crisis.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
people were there knowing for sure, for those who are able to know,
Yeah.
but having an idea of what's going on. If you don't have, if they didn't have the knowledge for that,
Yeah.
therefore, those who have the information can make it
Prosper.
Yes,
Yeah.
like they want it.
And the others have to live with the effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for example, people are talking about good governance.
Yeah.
That means that for those who have the responsibility of driving the countries, they must do it in a kind of democratic way, so that everybody knows what's going on.
Yes.
You know,
Transparency.
Yes. And as you say, we need here water for those people.
Yes.
We need here electricity for those people. We need here schools for those. We need some kind of policy to set up the human forces we need, and not throwing away the little money we had. You know, so that we say today we have this problem to solve. Tomorrow this kind of problem. In 2 days, in 3 days, so that we can be sure that every day we have a better life than yesterday.
I'm not asking you to right the wrongs of the world, but how do you actually come out of this?
Yes.
How do we do this? Because
I don't know how we can make it, because I'm sure that without democracy we can make it. And democracy means that everybody has to say something. Everybody has to be asked for his opinion. Everybody has to be involved in things which are going on. See, but so long, as far as people are sitting there, thinking about things, and giving strategies in which everybody doesn't recognize that he has something to do with it. As far as it works in this way, we don't have any kind of democracy, and we don't have a kind of solution for our problems, I'm sure.
I don't think so either. No, I don't feel positive about it happening.
We have to think positive, because nevertheless, if you don't think positive, you just have to sit down to commit suicide.
Yeah, fair point. But
we have to stay optimist, because I think I say to myself every day. Well, I'm 60 years old, I have seen many things, and I don't have too much time. And I'm sure I will not live again 60 years.
I hear you.
But the years I have to live, I must live them very optimistic and try to get people involved in this kind of thinking.
And this was why I felt it very important that your generation, my generation, have a responsibility to help the younger generation
definitely
to become more positive, because they are the future that may resolve these issues that we're talking about.
That's why it is very important, even if it is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, to talk with people.
Excuse me. Yes, of course. No problem. Nice meeting.
Hallo? Ja, ich bin gerade bei einem Interview. Okay, we can...
Oh, you're okay? Yeah. So, just to finish up, because I really think it's important what we were saying about the younger generation. Who are, as we've established, are very much governed by popular culture. A lot of their histories have been written by the Eurocentric history. So how do we actually help them out of this quagmire that they are in, to open their eyes?
Through education. through education and through more engagement.
What education?
Education means, like I said, not only the formal education at school, but the education of the society. We have to talk with people.
So you're saying that our communities need to take a responsibility,
Yes.
starting in the home, the wider community, extended families.
Yes. So that we have with civil societies, with political parties, to jump into TV, into majors, to bring out this kind of information people need. Not the information that comes through the globalization of the culture, which means that we get film, we get movies in some direction which have no sense for us.
Yes.
You see? Yes. We have to discover again our own culture.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And the TV can help them in that matter. Radio can help them. Newspaper can help them.
Yeah. But we can.
Yes.
Yes.
And if we want to make it, we make it.
Yes.
That's why I think that it's a kind of education besides the formal education of the school.
So they run together.
Yes.
Yes, I understand it. Yeah.
And we need to have teachers who are aware of the challenges we have to face.
But there lies the problem, because speaking as a black, British, Jamaican person of diaspora background, that is very difficult.
I know that. That's
our
why
needs are very often not met within the context of education.
That's why I think that it is very important for you in England, for those in the USA, in Europe, to have permanent contact with us. You see, that we can exchange, we can deal with information, we can support each other in this, because it's not a field of being in Africa or being in England or being in the USA, but it's a problem of mankind.
I think it's a problem that still exists from colonialism, where we have been deliberately divide and conquer, because very often those of the diaspora set themselves apart from somebody who is African. And there is a big weakness, when in fact our strength would be through working together, as you said, in unity.
Yes, because during the past centuries, they divide us.
Yes.
They divide us inside and they divide us outside.
Yes.
They divide us inside because of this kind of countries which are very superficial.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
A man from Togo and a man from Benin and a man from Ghana, they have the same problem.
Yes. Yes.
And the same ethnic.
Yes.
You know. But nowadays, through the colonization of British and French, they think that they are two foreigners.
When in fact they're brothers.
Yes. And you take from Jamaica, from the USA, from Brazilian, they have the same background, cultural background, and they have the rest of the early culture in Africa. And the way they put it, they keep it, is the best way to show us that we have to make a link.
Definitely.
You see?
Yeah.
And it's not very easy. I confess it is not very easy.
No.
And we have to deal with it.
Yes.
You have to deal with it. I don't have any kind of problem talking with you.
Not at all, no.
Although, even if you come from England and from Senegal,
that's a relevance,
we are talking the same language, because we are facing the same problems in very different conditions, in very different situations. But finally, we meet each other because of the purposes we have.
I think that's a positive thing. There is more connections happening
they
today. That is a positive thing I have seen, definitely.
And this kind of globalization is very good.
Yes.
Because of the globalization, is a framework.
It makes the work smaller, so we're coming together.
It is our responsibility to see the globalization, how it is exactly, and to take advantage from this kind of globalization.
I didn't think of that. Yes. Definitely.
Because we can't do anything against the globalization. It is like it is. But it is like it is. That's why we have to understand it and to find the weak the weak point in which we can go through or to make our message.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so. I don't say globalization, no. Globalization, yes, because I can't make anything against the globalization.
Yes, you can't change it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But since the globalization is there, and we see where is the weak point of globalization, where is the weakness. And this kind of weakness is for me a positive start of going through the globalization to reach you and to have you so that you can help me. Internet.
Yes.
The website.
It's all accessible now, isn't it? Yeah.
Everybody, even the man from the farthest village, if he gets electricity, he can communicate with you.
Yes.
You can exchange.
And there's the advantage.
Yes.
So to finish, with one of my favorites, do you think by linking together, disseminating the cultures from generation to generation, through communities, and linking with education, do you think this will resolve the damage that Fanon talks about, the damage to the black psyche?
I don't think because it is a very, 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 very long history. And this history can't be stopped from one day to another. We have, every generation has something to do with that. Like Fanon writes it down, it was kind of problem. In between, we have some kind of solution, but not all the solutions.
And we have more problems.
Yes. But we have, so if you can say to yourself before you go to bed, oh, today was a very nice day because I got this and that and that. It is something positive and something else compared to the situation from which Fanon risen his ideas. You see, every generation has to, but the problem is we have to reinforce the generation so that you can say, I'm black, I'm proud, I come from a very difficult situation, but I'm there. I'm here, I still be here, and I have to do what I have to do.
Empowerment.
Yes, empowerment. That's what I was searching for. You see? And this kind of optimism,
you're right, yes.
It's very good.
You know.
That's why I get the force.
I can see it now, very positive, And I feel more positive.
We must think positive. We must think positive by doing positive.
Yes.
I'm not saying I still be positive, but I don't do anything. No. You think and you do.
That's why I became a teacher.
That's
why I engage myself in research for the younger generation, but also my own empowerment as well.
And every time you find out something in your research, you give it further to something else.
Yes.
And that's why we can talk about this. Like we met yesterday, maybe we could stay, have a nice lunch, and then finish.
Yes.
But we begin to talk about something, and you find some kind of interest, I find some kind of interest, and they go further.
Exactly.
That's why it is.
Thank you, Professor. Thanks for your time. Thank you very much. Yes. You practice what you preach. Thank you very much.
So I'll give you my email address.
Oh, please, yes.
And if you can send me a copy
of
the interview, I'll be very glad.
Yes. Be my pleasure.
Yes, it will be my pleasure too.
I'll get some paper.